Hey everyone, today is going to be my third video review of the Minimum Factory Climax 120th scale Makina Nakajima, another character from Macross Delta and one out of the 5 female characters for the idol group Walkyrie. Some of the points I will be discussing today is going to be parts count, detail, build quality, and overall opinion piece. More or less the same in my last 2 videos. So parts counts for this figure is roughly about 45 pieces, give or take. It's about in line with the rest of the figures. They're all anywhere between 45 to 50 pieces, which isn't bad, but again, a lot of those pieces are very small, tiny pieces, so it can get a little bit hectic when you're building that, and I'll get to that when I get to the build quality. Again, I have the Bandai Figurized bust for the detail comparison as to what is missing paint wise and everything else. Now, one of the things that I found a little bit interesting is the fact that some of the coloring is not is either not accurate or just off, given that it is 2 different companies that make both figures. You know, obviously the one on the left being by Bandai, the one on the right being by Max Factory. As you can tell, the top part of her blouse is missing the little red details that should be there, like the Bandai one has. This one does have the little neck piece. I don't know if this is a necklace or whatever it does. The Climax version does have it. It's really tiny. I don't know if you guys can see it here. You can kind of see it. It's really tiny here. But unlike it being maroon or burgundy, reddish type color, it's just pink with this one. As well as you can tell, her hair color on the camera is coming off darker than it should. But you can tell that it's a different pink. The Climax version is a different pink compared to the Bandai version, or the Bandai Figurized. The Bandai Figurized, I would say, is probably closer to anime accuracy towards color than the Climax version. Other points of detail that are missing, as you can tell, her skirt is just a blue. There are no pink stripes, as well as her shoulder pieces do not have the pink like the Bandai version does. As you can see over here, you know, the pink there's no pink on that shoulder. So those are some of the details that are missing. That's the one thing I don't like about these figures. Not that I hate the figures, I just don't like the base. One of the points of contention is I don't like the bases. They're just hollow underneath. So and these 120 scales, they're very top heavy, especially the way Makina's pose is. She falls over all the time, and I don't like that. And I don't want to glue the base, or I don't want to glue the piece that goes onto the base, because then, you know, I can't do this anymore if I glue it. You basically can't turn the base. Why would I want to do that? Because hey, what if I want to pose her in a different way, you know? Try to pose her in a way where I can get her and Reina together. Which, by the way, another thing I didn't like about, or not that I don't like it, another contention I have is that, get this out of the way for a second, get Reina in here. I can't get them to do the W together. They're supposed to be partners in crime, right? You're supposed to, you know, they're one half of each other to do the Wakire sign. You can't do that with these figures. Come on, man. It's not Reina and Makina if you can't do the W together. So, balance issues here. So, like I said, those are some of the details that are missing, and my little kind of off tangent rant there. Build quality. Going into the build quality, it's more or less the same as the other two. And I'm going to say this now, all 5 figures are more or less the same, but I will discuss each figure's build quality. Maybe not in detail, but kind of give you an idea okay. I like you, Makina. Stop pissing me off. Her shoes, this white piece, it's one piece, or no, sorry, not one piece, separate pieces. Her legs, like these 2 pieces here, are separate pieces. Same thing with the other side. Again, this is its own separate piece. 3 pieces for the bow, 1 each ribbon, and the bow. Other things. This pink bow is its own separate piece. Yes, it is its own separate piece. As well as the white that runs across her back for the straps. That is its own separate piece as well. Other things that are its own separate piece is her glasses. Her glasses actually come in 2 separate pieces. Or her goggles, glasses, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to say this is the second most difficult figure, but one of the contentions of building this figure that I had was the fact that this frail piece on her dress is its own separate piece to the pink part of her dress. And man, I can tell you, this was a pain in the ass to glue on, because with these figures, there's really nothing holding them on until you put glue on it. So imagine trying to get this whole, because this whole pink piece is its own singular piece, along with this white frail piece. Those are 2 separate pieces, and they're pretty big pieces. So trying to like put glue and trying to figure out how to get it on, trying to get it to stay, gets a little bit difficult. But stop falling over, please. I may have to glue it even though I don't want to. So I don't want to say she's the second most difficult. I would say that that's really only the piece that was difficult to do. She's a bit easier. I'd still say Reina is the first. I would rate Makina maybe like 3rd, and Konami would probably be like 4th. So overall, you know, build quality is more or less the same, not bad. Those are some of the small pieces and parts that you get with this figure when you put it together. Now overall, again, is this figure worth it? If you're a fan of Macross and you know the figures, you're an intermediate model builder, I would say it's a yes. If not, and you don't know the series or you don't know the characters, and you're not a model builder, I would say this is probably a pass. So thank you for watching my video. The next one coming up is going to be Freya. I will discuss the same things as I've done with my past videos, and hopefully it'll go a little bit quicker. But again, thank you for watching my videos. If you have any if you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below and I will answer them to the best of my abilities. Alright? Thanks for watching.